Hello, and welcome to Digital Storytelling. My name is Felix Cronenberg, and I'm an Associate Professor of Modern Languages and Literatures and Director of the Language Learning Center at Rhodes College. In this installment of my web tutorial, I will discuss the advantages of digital storytelling for learners. I'd like to start with a quote from Hartley and McWilliam. They write about digital storytelling, quote, "As a form, it combines the direct emotional charge of confessional disclosure, the authenticity of the documentary, and the simple elegance of the format. It is a digital sonnet or haiku." End quote. There are many different advantages to digital storytelling. They can be edited and modified. You can't do that with live storytelling, for example. They can be shared. They can be conserved, stored, and shared worldwide with others through a variety of media channels. They can be paused when played and recorded. The various media found in digital storytelling can add another dimension. For example, images, sounds, and video can enhance and help with sending the message. Digital storytelling can be more accessible to today's generation of students compared to other forms of expression. In contrast to an interview or a report, digital stories focus on a smaller aspect and thus show the essence of an experience. They condense information rather than merely displaying it. Digital stories often give students a voice that they might otherwise not have because of language, cultural, technical, social, or political barriers. Digital storytelling is suitable for all levels, and that includes beginning language learners who often have lost their voice in the target language and thus have found can find a new voice by adding different types of media. Digital stories also help unleash the creativity of its creators. It helps with the conveyance of ideas and stories and thoughts through new media. Students can often utilize and practice new forms of expression, and digital storytelling changes all the time, so there will be new forms coming out over the next few years. It can help enhance student achievement and build self-confidence. And students, through the creation of media, can build self-instruction strategies and gain independence from a teacher-centered classroom. I think the power of authorship and agency is really strong, especially in the process of identity formation. For example, for personal and group identity, the use of a diversity of identity markers such as personal photos, likes or dislikes, leads students to identify with a topic or area studied and makes it more meaningful, engaging, and relevant. Digital storytelling also allows for increased agency for students. Murray defines agency as the satisfying power to take meaningful action and see the results of our decisions and choices. Once again, it allows students to project their own voice. I also think digital storytelling allows for a certain degree of intertextuality. It fosters semiotic remixing and reorganizing of existing media. Nowadays, it also allows for more mobile storytelling, and as we have mobile devices, students can work on their stories anywhere and bring them back to more formal learning environments. It's also a playful maker space, I would say, a digital maker space. Papert coined the term constructionism in this sense, and I want to share his definition of this. Constructionism here shares constructivism's connotation of learning as building knowledge structures irrespective of the circumstances of the learning. It then adds the idea that this happens especially felicitously in a context where the learner is consciously engaged in constructing a public entity, whether it's a sandcastle on the beach or a theory of the universe. End quote. And so I think this externalization of knowledge and of learning, of creating a learning object that you can see from afar, I think really helps students make sense of their own progress, and also helps with the idea of meta learning, of looking at learning from an outside perspective and reflect on that.